So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that's going right the way across. Rafael Leao. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Ferran Torres, and it's De Jong. That has been slung wide. Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ferran Torres tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
De Jong. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ruben Dias. Portugal still without a single shot on target. That's a good run he's making there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Martin. Dani Olmo. And Kubasi. And it's Lopez. Koundé. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. And it's De Jong. For Ferran Torres. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's shot at goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Fermin. Now it's Yamal. In with the challenge. Engages and forces him off the ball. De Jong. Out towards the flank. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Diogo Dalot receives it in a wide position. Diogo Dalot puts a cross in. Fermin clears it all. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? De Jong. It's a really well-measured ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yamal. Fermin. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is lovely. Shot, surely! And again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. De Jong. And Yamal. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. He's making a real surge on the left. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good chance here! That was superb goalkeeping!
Rafael Leao is offering a right smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the first half is done. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. The midway point of the game.
Portugal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Applies the finish!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Portugal have their second corner now. And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo!
Well, clearly there was some serious talking done in that dressing room during the break, because they've started this second half with much more intent, and the captain's finish was sublime. Just the ideal tonic for the remainder.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. In towards the back stick. And it's kept out by a stubborn... He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. De Jong.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And it's De Jong. Played out to the left flank. And here's Lopez. And he skips past his man. Fires it in low.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rafael Leao. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Yamal threads one in. Fermin. Now, can they get him away? Out to the left it goes. Nice physical challenge. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Koundé and Fermin. Knocks it out wide. That has been cut short. Pass somewhat off target. Ferran Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has been cleared. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good spread. Now it's Pedro Neto. Hit into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement. Otherwise, it's pretty much a waste.
Yamal stood his ground strongly. A heavy challenge. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Pedro Neto with the delivery. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Rafinha just eases him off the ball. Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. That's headed upfield.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Dani Olmo. De Jong. And Yamal.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ronaldo might just make this. Koundé. Ferran Torres. And that will be it. Portugal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.